Last week, my systems fell apart. I felt lost, and here's why this week is different. This week, I have a clear goal that I'm aiming for. I want to achieve a 99% on my chemistry exam and at least a 90 on my French exam and my history exam. Exam week is always tough, and I think having a clear plan will really help in any situation leading up to exams. If you just study the night before and don't think about it too much up until then, you are not going to do well and you're going to be super stressed that night. Now, this is not a how to study video. This is just me basically locking in the week before exams and kind of documenting what I'm doing. So today I made a plan to study a certain amount each week based on my goals. And since chemistry is my biggest priority, I am definitely going to be studying that the most. My French exam will be happening Wednesday, chemistry is Friday, and history will be the following Monday. So I have a bit of time for history and I don't have to focus too much on it. But what I have learned, especially from last week, like the one thing that I could take away from last week is that not doing something in the morning, not having something difficult like a run, something that's uncomfortable, maybe like a cold shower or some hard work, like difficult thinking, really affects the entire day. And today, I just did 3 of those things. I took a cold shower, I went for a run, I made myself breakfast, which is pretty normal, but I also did some deep hard work early on in the morning, and already I just feel like I could do anything today. Like it just feels more possible to get things done. So that's a big thing. Every day this week, I've planned specific things in the morning that are going to start off my days really well. And that was something that I just didn't really think about last week, but upon reflecting about last week because of how poorly it went, this is what I discovered basically. Because I know that over planning makes me overwhelmed, just like what happened last week, I was just planning too much and I had too much to do that I just didn't do anything. I have just stuck to planning the biggest thing that I need to do, and I typically put that in the morning. So whether that's studying, planning this YouTube video, planning a different YouTube video, working out, running, or any deep work, that'll happen first thing in the morning because that's when my mind is fresh and that's when I know the momentum is going to spill into the rest of the day and it's going to be a great start to any day. Now, I don't want to plan too much else just because this typically overwhelms me and I end up doing less than if I have one main priority. Once that priority is over, then I will consider other things or just relaxing depending on how I feel. But it's really important that you don't overplan because I've fallen into this trap before. I mean, it works for some people. Some people can handle having all these things on a to-do list and perfectly input it into their calendars and they'll hit every single thing. But for me, just doing the one thing in the morning and then resetting and analyzing what I have to do works a lot better. I have my last 2 exam review days, Monday and Tuesday, and I really don't want to waste them. My exam is Wednesday, like I said before, and Monday and Tuesday are typically the days that you get to ask the most questions from your teachers and just get a lot of clarification on things that you're unsure about when you were studying. So this is why studying this weekend is so important, just so that I have a bit of an idea of what I still don't really understand and what I can ask my teachers. And a lot of people tend to skip these days. They think, okay, school's over, I can just study at home, exams are in a day, it doesn't really matter, but this is the time, especially if you really want to do well in your exams, to ask questions and really dial in your knowledge. Okay. So I already created my exam week plan, but now I'm just going to illustrate it for you on paper. So starting Sunday and going until the following Sunday. So let's just write out all the days. And Sunday down here. Now I have quite a bit of free time this week as I am not going to be at school at all Thursday and majority of Wednesday and Friday because of exams. So I can put my French exam under Wednesday, and this is in the morning, I think from 8:30 to 10, and Chem exam Friday. Here, I'll just add in next Monday and put history as well. Now I have, I think, a block every day this week. The first one is tomorrow, so Sunday, from 2 to 4 p.m., around when I'm going to upload this video, actually. Monday, it will be, I think, 7 to 8:30. And then I also have time at school, so I will do 11:40 to 1. Tuesday, I might also be going to school. Kind of depends, so I'll just say at school, tentative. This study session is only for chemistry. This one is for chemistry, but I will have other time at school on Monday to study French and history. And tomorrow, this study session is for French, actually. And then Tuesday, 4:30 to 5:30 in the evening, I have time to do. This is for French. And then my exam, so I'll just do some light review in the morning. Later that day, I will probably do Chem from 11 to 1. It's a good 2-hour session, yeah. And then Thursday, the whole day is free. So I think I can get 3 hours in on Thursday. I think I can do 12 to 3. I might move that to be a little earlier, just when I'm feeling a little more fresh on how the rest of the days go. And then my exam Friday, the Chem exam, which I'm really hopeful that I can get a high mark for. This is obviously Chem studying. And then Saturday, I think I can do midday. Oh, actually no, I have to do in the morning. So I'll do just 10 to 11 for history. And then Sunday, I'll do in the evening, I'll do 7 to 8 history review. Okay, so I have it all planned out for this week. I am studying every day, which is going to be a lot, but I think I've broken it down to be about an hour to 2 hours per day, which is not bad. I think just one day with 3 hours here. But I think I can handle this. I have a bunch of other stuff going on as well, so I'll have a balance. I think it's just important that I don't overplan and that I stick to the schedule that I gave myself and don't get overwhelmed by missing a few of these. These are really important to hit, especially the chemistry ones.